Rodney Stewart with Wine on the Diamond today. Well, lately I've been feeling really... I've just been really into Merlots. And as I was looking around, I was at my local grocery store, H-E-B, the best grocery store in, well, I'm going to go ahead and say it, the world. And I ended up finding a wine from Rodney Strong. And I searched on my app and I realized I haven't reviewed this. And this is such a prolific label that I probably should. That is my entire rationale for reviewing this wine. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, before we begin today's video, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like, share it with a friend, share it with an enemy. I don't care who you share it with, just sharing it really helps. Liking and commenting helps too. Subscribe, actually it all helps now I'm thinking about it. If you give a damn about the channel at all, just do something. So today I'm going to be reviewing the 2016 Rodney Strong Vineyards Merlot from Sonoma County. It is 14.5% alcohol by volume, and I picked it up at my local grocery store, H-E-B. As I mentioned, I have really been into Merlot lately. I don't know why, I just got a kick for it. It's one of those varietals where a long time ago kind of had a bad connotation because of some pop culture references. Sideways. And it was one of those things where for a long time I got some really cheap Merlot, and then I kind of went away from it. And then I had a Merlot the other day and it was really good. And I just kind of felt, you know what, maybe I need to go back and explore this grape a little bit more. My favorite Bordeaux wines are Right Bank, which are Merlot dominant, so why wouldn't I just go back and just go back to the grape itself? So I bought some Merlot. That's it, that's the story. All right, so from a color standpoint, you are a deep ruby, no artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, on the nose, oh, maybe that's why I like Merlot. So I always like dark wines, the kind of deep wines. Cab is just not the same. It just doesn't have the same depth as Merlot. Man, this is what I was hoping for. So I'm getting this sort of like black plum, black cherry, blackberry notes, just black fruit, like a cinnamon. I'm getting a noticeable amount of alcohol in the nose. It's actually kind of burning my nose a little bit. There's just like this touch of sweetness to it, like a touch of milk chocolate. Yeah, just barely there, but it's still nice. So let's go ahead and get to the taste. Full body, high alcohol, man. That has a different presentation on the palate. Black fruit's there, the alcohol's there. Tannins are medium plus. They're soft, they're just a lot of them. But the interesting thing is I don't smell this very much. So I smell the cinnamon, I taste the cinnamon. There's a strong cedar presence in this wine. No joke, 20 feet outside that window, I have a cedar tree. If I went out there and chewed on the bark of that tree, it would have the same type of presence that is in this wine. Yeah, but there's also that little touch of like something sweet, like that milk chocolate. There might also be a little bit of vanilla now that it's opening up a little bit. Just let it play, breathe. Yeah, in terms of intensity, medium intensity on the palate, medium plus finish, almost like I'm counting about 6-7 seconds away from being a long finish for me. So you got almost there. You almost got there, but you didn't. That's a whole Gordon Ramsay thing, isn't it? But man, it's a good Merlot, or is it? Let's get to the blick. From a balance standpoint, I think everything's in balance. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a full point. Length, I'm gonna give you half a point because you do have a medium plus, you don't have a long finish, so you don't get a full point. Intensity, medium on the nose, medium on the palate, half a point. And in terms of complexity, I'm getting primary, secondary, not getting any tertiary, so you get half a point. In the end, it's 2.5 points. I'm still gonna give you good. I think that's an accurate representation for this wine. I got through the blick in record time. Cheers to me. Here's the thing though. This wine is not a wine that I would have paired with the steak I had like a while back. You know how I did like that, I did like the steak and potatoes cab, and I did the Chateau Souverain Merlot. Both of those were paired with a tomahawk ribeye, and it was fantastic. I would not have paired this with that though, just because it needs a little bit more acid and it needs a little bit more tannin. in order to really hang with that meat. So here's the thing, a lot of people think it's actually the fat and the food that makes like the tannins mellow out. So that's why like fatty foods and tannic foods go well together. It has to do more with the fact that fatty foods and like big chunks of meat like that tend to be very well seasoned, and the salt combined with the fat is what actually makes the tannins softer. So it's not just the fat, you can just pour straight olive oil onto it. The tannins will still be rough. It's the fat and the salt that kind of do that, more leaning towards the salt. If you have a really tannic wine and you get a good amount of salt on your hand and you down it and then you drink the wine will taste softer. That's just the way it works. And if you don't believe me, go do it yourself right now. Just not with this wine, because this wine is too soft anyway. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the 2016 Rodney Strong Vineyards Merlot? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you again soon with another episode for Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, well, I'm just probably gonna go downstairs and have a couple glasses of this and go to bed, because it's Saturday, it's 7 p.m. and I'm just feeling old today. What doesn't make me feel old is you liking, subscribing, and commenting. I'll see you all again soon.